Well, we welcome you to Two Basin Sports Network coverage of Thermopolis Bobcat boys basketball. Here, I am Hayden Main, your head commentator here for Two Basin Sports Network, and welcome is finally here. We're out of the tournament. Now all there is left to do is to finish off January and February, to finish off the conference games in the Bobcats' quest to get back to state. However, it's a tough road ahead because if you look at our graphic, that I did not change. The Bobcat, actually, you know what? We don't even need the records up, so it's not really that important, is it? But anyway, welcome to Hot Springs County High School. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're just a little bit from tip-off here. I have just really dropped the ball on the start of this one, haven't I? Powell Panthers getting set to take on the Thermopolis Bobcats. The Powell Panthers are, right now they have a winning record to the best of my knowledge. The Bobcats sitting 3-9. The Panthers are sitting 5-3. So this is basically a battle for supremacy in the 3A. However, this is a game that should be pretty close to Bobcat fans because this is the same team that the Bobcats lost to at the Ford Wyoming Center last year. En route to Powell was trying to get to, obviously trying to win the state title, but Bob was losing to Powell and then losing to Worland at Casper College. In fact, coincidentally, Thermopolis is playing Worland next week, so that'll be a rematch of the Casper College game. So it should be a very interesting set of games. All of that coming to you here on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. And yeah, there they go. I love it when they do this. They've been doing this entrance for a couple of games now. It's a really interesting entrance for sure. So the Longwell brothers both starting here. You got Jet Longwell, McCoy Longwell. They'll be starting. Gavin Shumway, the senior, we saw him start as a quarterback in the football this season. Had a really good season despite everything around him. There's Cord Simrall. And then there's the final twin, Corbin Simrall. So Jet and McCoy Longwell, Gavin Shumway, and Cord and Corbin Simrall will be your starters for the Bobcats tonight. I did not quite catch Powell's starters. And we hope you'll enjoy today's broadcast. The Bobcats and the Panthers here on Two Basin Sports Network. Trey Stenerson and Jet Longwell getting ready to tip us off here at the Bobcat Head here at Hot Springs County High School. The Panthers and the Bobcats on Two Basin Sports Network. Panthers bringing the ball down court to start this game. Number 23, Brody Potter. Number 23, Jet Schwann was the one trying to get to the basket. Schwann trying to move in, passing the ball to the corner. Shot on its way for three. Good. And so Powell off to a hot start. The girls got a three to start the girls' game. Now looks like the Panthers are going to be turning tables, getting first blood in this one too. McCoy Longwell trying to get the ball off, giving it off to Jet Longwell on the inside, and it's good for the Bobcats. Shane Corpening in his 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, in his fifth year with the Bobcats. A lot of pressure is on for Corpening. A foul on the Panthers here, and the Bobcat sideline just goes completely raucous over there. The first foul of the game for the Panthers. Bobcats coming off of a very close loss to the Graybull Buffaloes at Powell High School. Trying to hopefully get something going here. A push foul on number 10 for the Panthers. I think that was Trey Stenerson. I do remember that last name from a couple years ago. I do remember that before the pandemic. Corbin Simmerall. Bobcats wearing their white uniforms. They'll be moving right to left on your screen. Powell Panthers wearing their black uniforms with the orange lettering. Cord Simmerall moving inside, giving it off to Jet Longwell, driving inside. It's off the bottom of the basket. Goes out of bounds. It will go back to the Bobcats. That's out of bounds off of Brock Johnson, the junior guard / forward for the Panthers. 3-2 here for Powell. Gavin Shumway with the ball, passing left side to Simmerall, back to Shumway. Shumway over there on the Bobcat text on the right wing. Simmerall with a three-point shot. It's good! I completely forgot that the Simmerall brothers can shoot. These guys are going to be very dangerous heading into today's game. Longwell on the defense there, but it's up and in for Cade Queen of the Powell Panthers, and they will tie it up at 5. First foul of the game for Jet Longwell. Free throw shot coming up here for Queen. And it's good. The boys' game is so much more fast-paced, and I have to keep my head on a swivel here when I'm doing these games. Gavin Shumway bringing up the court for the Bobcats. Panthers not pressing unlike their female counterparts here. Corbin Simmerall dribbles, stops, passes to the left side, giving off to Jet Longwell, and it will be a foul on the Panthers. Third foul of the game for Powell. Panthers already starting to dig themselves a bit of a hole in terms of the foul count. First foul of the game for Marshall Lewis. Simmerall with it. Passing it to Gavin Shumway in the paint. Steps out, gives it back out to Corbin Simmerall. His brother Cord trying to set a screen. Giving off to McCoy Longwell. Stolen away. Panthers will have this one, and he's going to drive to the basket, up and in for Brock Johnson. Brock the Rock. Thermopolis bringing it back up the court here. Giving off now to Gavin Shumway. Shumway to to Jet Longwell. McCoy is going to try and keep it in bounds, and it will go back to Powell off another turnover. Brock Johnson once again up and in. That's consecutive points there for the junior. 5-point game. Gavin Shumway trying to get reset here. On the left wing, Corbin Simmerall. Cord sets a screen, gives it off to Cord Simmerall on the inside, and it is good. Nice chemistry between the two twins. Driving inside the paint, kicking it out now to the left wing, driving right side, giving it off now. 30 of Gunnar Erickson, giving it off now to the 4 of Brock Johnson, resetting back up top on the volleyball attack line. Johnson going for 3, and it will air ball. And the student section is letting him know about it. Can't really fault Johnson. He saw an open opportunity to take the shot, and he went for it. Thermopolis student section giving him a hard time about it, as always. I think that's McCoy Longwell driving up top here, driving inside the paint. Tried to get it off to the 32. Oh, that's new. He just came into the game. Number 32. Who is that? Armani Dukes. Okay. He's into the game. But so is... He's not on the roster. What? Armani Dukes is number 15. I know that. I recognize him. But who is that wearing number 32? And Armani's not supposed to be playing in this game. He's listed as a JV player, so kind of confused. Inside shot for Marshall Lewis was the one that got the shot. I am horrendous. I'm very sorry. They never get the boys' rosters right. They never get the boys' rosters right. Shot is off for Longwell. It's good! And that will make this a 12-10 game for Powell. And Powell up and in. A shot. It's going to be fouled. Jet Longwell with an amazing run to the basket, trying to shoot that one down. Number 25, Cade Queen, once again taking free throws. I believe this will be the second foul of the half for the Bobcats. It is on number 32. Cord Cimarol coming back into the game. Number 32 headed to the bench. Once again, do not know who that is. Armani Dukes remains out on the floor here for the Bobcats. Oh, I am horrendously sorry. So a foul from 3 because I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So Armani must have changed his hairstyle. I think that is Dell Dukes. And yep, there it is. God dang it. Yep, that is Dell Dukes, number 15. So I do apologize. That is not Armani Dukes. That is Dell. Armani is on the JV roster. We got a mass substitution coming in for the Bobcats. It looks like Canyon Gerber is coming in. Zach Hasty is coming in. Gavin Shumway and Corbin Cimarol. Shots up and in for the Panthers. Makes it 18-10. I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the graphic, but that's just my fault. Shots up and it's in for Gavin Shumway. Able to find a quick and easy route to the basket. The Bobcats starting to play that full court press now. So it looks like Shane Corpening calling for that press there. Shot is up and does not live up to Steph Curry's number. He's wearing the 30. That doesn't give him an ability to shoot threes automatically like Steph does, unfortunately, though. I said all that to say, missed three-pointer by Gunnar Erickson. Taken away by Brock Johnson. You see, I can easily keep up with the girls' game because they're so slow-paced. No disrespect to the girls' team. But calling these boys' games are, you gotta be like right Johnny on the spot with these calls. Canyon Gerber, we didn't see him play a lot last year. He was more of a fourth quarter player, like if it was a blowout or something. Cimarol with the three-point shot. It's good! I think that's the secret right there. Just keep hitting. Oh, hard collision. We have a Bobcat down on the near side. No, we do not. Cord Cimarol, he's okay. He took a nasty, nasty fall. Gunnar Erickson is going to inbound it, but two Bobcats collide. I don't think that's what they mean when they say use your head, but okay, boys. Erickson with the ball now, looking to pass right side to Jace Hyde. Driving left side, getting it off now to Johnson. Brock Johnson in between the legs, takes a shot from 3, it's good! Brock Johnson's just been lining up the score sheet tonight for the Powell Panthers, and I have a feeling that if Powell wins state this year, it's going to be on him. Staying right side, now giving off to Jet Longwell. And the pass to Canyon Gerber is taken away by Gunnar Erickson. Erickson driving inside, and no foul. They'll let them play. Stolen away by the Bobcats, gets it off to Canyon Gerber. Gerber now give it off, or sorry, not Canyon Gerber, but God dang it. Zach Hasty was the one that took that one away. Longwell, inside shot, it's no good. Rebounded. Falls to the floor. Brock Johnson now on the near side. Johnson will slip out of his hand. He'll go out of bounds. Paul Colliner was kind of giving a signal like, hey, that should be a travel. But still ends up benefiting the Bobcats either way because it is out of bounds. McCoy Longwell headed off the bench. Looks like we got Cord Cimarol coming back on. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only got 5. Never mind. Okay. So he wasn't headed to the bench. He was just inbounding the ball. So once again, I am stupid. Corbin Cimarol. Screen set by Jet Longwell. Gives it off to Cord Cimarol. Moving left side. Giving it off now to, I believe that was Shumway. Jump shot, and it is good by Cimarol. And this year's Bobcat basketball team is rich with seniors. You got McCoy, Longwell, Hadley Johnson, Gavin Shumway, and Cord Simmerall and Corbin Simmerall, all of which are seniors. If they're not seniors, they are juniors. That is most of the makeup of this year's roster. Gunnar Erickson, and passing it back and forth between him and Brock Johnson over there on the backcourt. Erickson trying to get past. He had two Bobcats skip pass to the far corner. And the shot is missed from three, rebounded by Jet Longwell. And it'll be McCoy bringing it down for the Bobcats. Longwell giving it to his brother Jet. It's up and it is in. So 21-19 is your score. Stuck in his own end there. Up top, Gunnar Erickson. No good. Rebounded by Jet Longwell, and time will expire. And three fouls to four here. The foul count was off again. But we'll be right back here. You are watching Bobcat basketball here. At the end of the first quarter, the Bobcats are trailing only by 2 as Powell leads 21-19. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Two Basin Sports Network coverage of Bobcat basketball. 3A basketball returns here on Two Basin Sports Network. Bobcats will be inbounding the ball to start the second quarter here. Gavin Shumway bringing it down court for the Bobcats. Passing right side to McCoy Longwell, a little bit slower paced here. Del Duke sets the screen. Passing left side to Shumway. Shumway pivots. Giving it back now to Cord Simmerall. Del Duke's on the takeaway there. Offensive rebound by Simmerall, and he's sandwiched in between Marshall Lewis and Alex Jordan, as they almost bust his skull open with their shoes. A little bit of a hyperbole, but whatever. Del Duke's passing right side to Gavin Shumway. Shumway dribbling left. Elects to try and drive inside the paint. Shots up. It is going to rim out on him. Gotta hate that as a shooter. You would think a shot's going to go in, and then the rim plays a dirty trick on you, and it says, nope. Jace Hyde going to inbound here for the Powell Panthers. Gives it off to Brock Johnson. Passing it to Marshall Lewis. He'll bring it down court. It'll start to roll out of bounds here. It'll roll out toward the student section here. Still be Powell ball. To the best of my knowledge anyway. Jace Hyde will be inbounding. Giving off now to Jet Schwan. Haven't seen him play yet. Brock Johnson, we had a foul up there on the floor, but it looks like we got personal foul on the Bobcats. So 6th foul of the game for them. Unless that changes. I think Simmerall has got his 2nd foul of the game. Powell getting a set back up. Loses the ball briefly there. Knocks Simmerall to the floor. And the basket's going to be good for the Panthers. Bringing it inside. Kicks it back out to the right wing. Inside, and it is good for the Bobcats. Still a 2-point game here in the second. Powell playing some pretty tough basketball here. Takes the shot inside, knocks down a tough shot inside on the right lane. Gavin Shumway with the ball now, passing left side to Simral. Simral taking the 3-point shot, no good. Can't really blame him for trying that one though. I mean, it was a pretty good shot. It was kind of sort of open. We have a foul here on the Bobcats. So McCoy Longwell is going to be getting his second foul of the game, and that will send Powell into a bonus. Did see the referee signal for one free throw here. Looks like it might be a 1-and-1. Look to be a blocking foul on the floor. First shot's up and it's good. So I was mistaken. It'll be 2 free throws either way. They didn't try and go for resistance there. That's how you know it's 2 shots. If they don't go for the rebound on the one, because the referee will instruct them, rest until that ball hits the rim. Shots off. That one is no good. So unfortunately not able to get anything going there, but they will get the offensive rebound. Really a fight for the ball on the floor. Stolen away by the 11 of Shumway. And credit where credit's due to Jordan. He tried to get that one off for Powell. Driving inside, spins, gives it off to Jet Longwell. Inside shot, and it will go rattle around to the rim, and it does go in. By the way, an update, we do have a new guy on the court, number 5, Will Cole. Saw a little bit of him during the JV last season. He is actually a pretty decent player. Shots up, it's no good. And stolen away by Jordan for the Panthers. Goes up and it is good. Just 10 numbers off from Michael Jordan there, but still plays like him as he's getting a brave shot up and in. Shumway giving it off now to Cole. Cole dribbling right side, trying to dribble left. Giving it off now to trying to give it off now to Simmerall for 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Alex Jordan. Big man. He's actually listed as a guard/forward. Surprised he's not a center. Shot is up and in for Powell, taken by the 20 of Jace Hyde. Takes the 3-point shot and airballs it, and he is very frustrated with himself on that one. McCoy Longwell coming in. Gavin Shumway appears to be going off for the Bobcats. So it could be a 30-second timeout, so we'll be right back. Welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. And the fan from the Wind River game returns with the big old Bobcat flag running across the far sideline here. Powell Panthers call it the timeout. In case you're just joining us here, it's the second period. 30-23, the Powell Panthers lead on the road, but the Bobcats are not letting them get too far out of reach. Inbounds it, Jordan passing it back now. Oh, nasty spin move there by Erickson. Jordan giving off now to Lewis. Lewis driving inside. Tried to rip the ball out of his hand. It will be a jump ball. It will be Bobcat possession. Never mind, it will be Panther possession. That's what you get for putting McCoy on the baseline when you didn't need to, ref. Inside shot is up and it's in. That's 2 points on the board for Powell. The game's starting to get a little bit out of control for the Bobcats. Simmerall driving. Up and no good. McCoy Longwell. Traveling violation. Erickson passing it in now. Erickson with the ball. Erickson. 3-point shot on the left wing. It's good. That is on Marshall Lewis for 3. McCoy Longwell bringing it down the court now. Steps back into the 3-point arc. Stolen away. Johnson up and in. It'll be a 60-second timeout for Thermopolis. We'll be right back. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome back inside of Hot Springs County High School for Bobcat basketball. 3:48 to go here in the second period. Bobcats inbounding the ball here to start this to get us back going here in the second half of the second quarter. Simmerall driving toward left lane, giving out now to McCoy Longwell. Spins, takes the post shot, no good. Rebounded by the 23 of Schwann. Gunnar Erickson driving. Tried to get a shot off and a block. And the fans have quite a reaction to that. Gunnar Erickson, though, will still be taking the inbound for the Panthers. Driving right side, takes the shot. Jumper is no good, and that is a shot that makes every high school coach cringe. Those shots, if you're going to take a jump shot, I've heard this a couple of times from Coach Shane Corpeting, actually. If you're going to take a jump shot, take a 3. Inside shot, no good for the Bobcats. Shots up, and it's in on the number 10 of Trey Stenerson. So the Panthers taking a little bit of I guess pumping the brakes on the intensity here. I mean, the game's not as fast-paced here as it was to start, although these guys probably are getting a little bit exhausted. Tipped pass, still gets it out to Corbin Simmerall for 3. That one is going to be no good. Can't really call that an air ball, can you? Gunnar Erickson tried to chase down the ball and almost kills the athletic director in the process. Brandon Darren-Meady saw a missile right there on that sideline. It sucks because he has to stand there. He has to stand there near the training room in case somebody gets hurt, because he's the athletic director, but he's also the athletic trainer as far as I know. So unfortunately, he's got to risk his life in case somebody gets hurt. Poor Brandon. Gavin Shumway doing a little bit of a couple of dribble moves there. Longwell, no foul on the play there. I think there probably could have been a shooting foul there, but I'm not the one on the floor. Johnson with the ball on the near side, near the scorer's table. Guarded by 2 different Bobcats. They were double teaming him there on that side. Erickson passing it back to Johnson. Johnson for a long 3. This one's from Women's College range, and it's good. 42-23 is your score here as the Bobcats have the ball now. Shumway to Longwell for 3. Tried to answer with his own 3. No good. It'll be rebounded by the 23 of Jet Schwann. And Gunnar Erickson left wide open down court. It's up and it's in for the Powell Panthers. And a timeout for the Bobcats. They will use their second timeout of the game. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Bobcats trail 44-23 here in the second. Welcome you back to Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. At halftime, the Thermopolis Bobcats cheer team will be performing, but unfortunately we will not be showing that. Because what's the point if I'm going to have the mic muted anyway? Actually, you know what? Actually, I might go back on that. I'm not sure. Simmerall with the ball now. Try saying that 3 times fast. Jet Longwell, McCoy Longwell. Pump fakes, gives off to Simmerall. Up top for 3. Good! 44-26. A minute remains on the clock here. Shot is up and it's in. Shot up for Jet Longwell. That one falls for 2. 28-46 is your score. Once I pan the camera, I'll update the graphic. And stolen away by the Bobcats. They got some breathing space here, or at least Longwell does. Gives off to Corbin Simmerall. I saw it in his eyes. He's going to go for 3 there. Decides against it. Shots up for Cord Simmerall, and that one's going to fall for 2. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Shots up and a foul. So 3 3/10 of a second remain on the board here. 46-30. Simmerall is going to be the one charged with his 3rd foul of the game. 2 shots coming up for the Panthers. First shot on its way. Good. Shots up again for Erickson. No good. Rebounded by Jet Longwell. Shumway tries for the full court shot. No good. And with that, we head into the lockers. 30-47 is your score. And, wow, I mean, this has just been an absolutely bananas game so far. As we head into the lockers, 30-47, once again, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bobcat basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, home of the Bobcats since 2018. Welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. About ready to get started here in this third quarter of action. That halftime was not long enough, I'll tell you that much. This game has got me all wound up. It's been a really rough game. Powell leading by 17 here to start the third, and I'll tell you what, it's been a crazy game. Pretty hectic. Almost a 20-point lead, though. The Bobcats were keeping it relatively close to start the second quarter, but unfortunately they've not been able to keep pace with the Panthers, and that's got to change here if they want to win this game. Shane Corpening is a coach that prides himself on having the most fit team in Class 3A, so unfortunately not looking like that as the Bobcats are running out of steam here in these second half parts of the game. But we are back underway. The Bobcats have the ball. Simmerall with it. Simmerall to Shumway. Pump fakes. Passes right side to Simmerall. Gives it off now to McCoy Longwell. Now I'm dribbling right side. Blocking foul on the Powell Panthers. Oh my goodness, once again, I have forgotten to change the things back to 0. Oh, it's actually a foul on the Bobcats, so my apologies there. The Panthers will inbound it. Powell will now be moving from right to left. Bobcats vice versa. Once again, Powell's wearing their black uniforms. And shot is up and in, and the men in black have put 2 on the board for first blood here in this quarter. Falls to the ground and shots up and in. Just seems like every time Thermopolis scores, Powell comes back with about 6 more. So Thermopolis has to remain a little bit consistent. They do get the steal, so that is a good start for Thermopolis. Simmerall for 3, no good. Rattled around to the rim and pops out. Erickson passing it now to the 23. That is. Shot is contested by Longwell. The shot was taken by the 3 of Marshall Lewis, but now we got a foul. Bobcats getting their second foul of the half. It is McCoy Longwell. A little bit of foul trouble. He now has 3 fouls on his record tonight. Shot is missed. Guy taking the shots is, I believe that is Trey Stenerson, the junior. Shots off, and it is good. And Powell hits the half-century mark here. Passing near side, Gavin Shumway. Moving left, giving off now to Cord Simmerall. Simmerall dribbling left, driving inside the key. It's up and it's in! Like I said earlier, Bobcats score 2, Powell scores like 6 or 8. So, pop back on defense. Guarded by 3 different Bobcats there, leaving the 23 open, but he kind of fumbled the ball a little bit there. Give it off now to the 10 of Trey Stenerson. Passing off to the right side. Inside is going to be Gunnar Erickson, and that one's going to fall. It seems like they've kind of slowed the offensive tempo a little bit since this. That's usually how these boys' games go. They'll start all fast-paced, and then they'll start slowing down the offensive tempo. Shumway with a long 3! I did not expect him to shoot that, but he did, and he made the most of it. Shots go for a shot, and a hard foul on the floor. Dell Dukes and Will Cole about ready to come into the game for the Bobcats. But we've got free throws coming up here for Thermopolis, or for Powell. Jet Schwann taking 2 shots here. First shot's up, it's good. Cole and Dukes will be coming into the game now checking in now for the Bobcats. Corbin Simmerall and Gavin Shumway headed off the court now. They'll be on the bench. Cole and Dukes taking their place on the left lane here. Shots up, but that one will also fall. 2 for 2 on that attempt. 54-37 is your score here inside of Thermopolis. McCoy Longwell dribbles, right-handed, moves, switches to the left hand. Gives it off to Will Cole up top. Cole moving left, gives it off to Dell Dukes. 3-point shot off for Jet Longwell. It's missed. I thought that one was going to go in. And around the back of the 23, and it will stay with Thermopolis. Unfortunately, a reach around by Jet Swan. Okay, that sounded bad. Jet Swan tried to reach for the ball, but unfortunately, he does make contact with it, but it goes out of bounds. McCoy Longwell with the ball up top on the volleyball attack line, moving toward the very center of the key. Getting it off now to Gavin that was Cord Simmerall. God dang it. Simmerall giving it off now to McCoy Longwell. Longwell dribbling inside the paint. Shot is up, and it is no good. Gets his own rebound. Shot's up, it's blocked. Dukes, it'll go out of bounds, and it will go back to Powell. 4:30 left on the board here in the third period. I wish we had high school hockey in Wyoming, you know that? Speaking of period. The 3 periods, rather. And it looked like he wanted to pass that off to the 10 of Trey Stenerson, but pounds the ball against the wall there. A little bit of frustration by Powell. Don't know why you're frustrated, bud. You're up by 17 points. Got one coming in for Powell. Jace Hyde will be checking in after this play. So will be the 25 of Cade Queen. Shots up, and it is no good. Taken by Del Dukes, and that one's in. Full name is Del Monaco, but I refuse to waste my precious amount of breaths I have on this earth saying all 3 syllables there, or all 4 syllables of his name when I could just say Del as it's listed on the roster. Brock Johnson, I can see him back in the game. We got Corbin Simmerall about ready to check back in for the Bobcats. So both benches pretty active here. Erickson misses the shot. Gives it off to McCoy Longwell down court. Will it stay with Thermopolis? It will not. And Shane Corpening was motioning to the referee, hey, that is our ball. And the female referee came in. I do not know the names of these referees, so I'm sorry. Female referee came in and just said, no, it is actually the Bobcat ball, and pointed right to their side. Jump ball situation here. Corbin Simmerall tried to wrestle the ball away. It will be Powell ball. Shane Corpening with a play call. Looks like the Bobcats will be doing a full court press. They got 4 men on that side of the court. They got 1 holding back near the basket in case of in case of a fast break. My bad. By the way, a little bit of a foul update. Jet Longwell does have 3 fouls, so he is in foul trouble here. Bobcats are 3 fouls away from giving up the bonus. I am still not sure who that number 30 is. He is not listed on the roster. Gavin Shumway is coming back into the game. Dale Dukes passing it back to the 5 of Will Cole. It is no good. Tried to go for the rebound. He had it right in front of him. Slams the wall in frustration. And Gunnar Erickson will be getting us back underway here as Johnson heads to the bench. Erickson slaps the ball to get the play going, giving it off now to Jordan. He'll be moving near side, near the scorer's table. Giving it off now to number 30 of Erickson again. They got a foul on the play now. That is going to be the Bobcats' 5th unanswered foul. Powell has still got a clean sheet here, knock on wood, here in this third period. Jet Longwell and McCoy Longwell coming back into the game. I could have just said Jet McCoy. But the unknown soldier, number 30, and Dale Dukes heading back onto the bench for the Bobcats. Part of me wants to say that's Jeffries, but I'm not sure. I feel like I recognize him. Student section trying to get the Powell team to miss. It sounded like a thunderstorm. I thought something was going terribly wrong, but it was just the student section. 57-39 is your score here in Thermopolis. Up and in! Beautiful shot there for the Bobcats. Reduces the lead to 16. Pressed heavily in his own end. Powell having a lot of trouble. And they will get the point off, but the Bobcats were playing some pretty good defense on that press, so it was kind of difficult for Powell to make that move. Passing it now. Inside shot is no good. Rebounded by Powell. Taken back by Thermopolis. There'll be a fight for the ball here. And absolute chaos. I don't know what the call is, but it's got the student section all riled up here in Thermopolis. 2:16 on the board. Looks like we have an injury. Number 2, McCoy Longwell, is either exhausted or limping. I don't know which one. I think he's just exhausted. Might need to tug your jersey there, bud. Gavin Shumway, 2-minute warning here in the third quarter. Simmerall brothers sharing the ball between each other here. Ford Simmerall driving inside, pokes the ball away, still has it. Gets it back to his brother. That one's tipped away out near the scorer's table. It'll knock down the possession board on the scoring table. Thankfully didn't break it. That would probably be a pretty expensive replacement. Can't imagine that Daktronics scrap is cheap. I don't even know what the score. You know what? They have those numbers up there on the scoreboard. They don't even use them. Shumway for 3. That one's no good. Simmerall saves it. Bobcats still on offense here. Corbin Simmerall dribbling around, trying to find a man. Gavin Shumway on the right wing, giving it off. Oh, it's Longwell getting it stolen away. Jet Longwell, not very good transition defense there by Jet Longwell. Didn't even try to contest the shot, but Powell still does not make the shot. Still 59-41. Jordan steals the ball away for Powell. Inside shot, it's up, it's no good. Rebounded by Jet Longwell. 65 ticks to go in the third quarter. Gavin Shumway. It's been a constant rally here for the Bobcats and the Panthers. Will this put an end to it? No, it will not. Grabs the offensive rebound, shots up, and it's good for Simmerall. And finally, the scoreless rally comes to an end. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it's out. It will go back to Thermopolis. Powell starting to make some mental errors. Coming into the game for the Powell Panthers, Jet Schwan and Brock Johnson. It looks like McCoy Longwell is headed off the court. Dell Dukes headed into the game. And Jet Longwell is. And I'm right, that is Jeffries that is in the game. I knew I recognized his face. He was a sophomore. I don't know. I don't have time to check. But I was in school with him. Shots off for Simmerall. The 3 is no good on the contested 3. Jordan with the rebound for Powell. 23 seconds to go in the third. Jordan, double move, gives it off to Johnson. Shots off, and it is good for Jet Schwan. 61-43. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shots off, it is no good. And so that puts an end to the third quarter here in Thermopolis. And buckle up. We still got 8 minutes to go. You're watching Varsity Boys Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School here for Thermopolis Bobcat basketball. Jeffries will be passing the ball in to start the fourth quarter. We are finally in the final quarter of our broadcast schedule tonight. And we are underway. Gavin Shumway with the ball now, giving it off now to Jeffries. Jeffries dribbling right side, giving it off now to Simmerall. Driving inside, shots up, it's good for the and one! Finally, Powell has a foul on the board here in the second half. And a beautiful shot there for the Bobcats. It goes right on in. Cord Simmerall will be the one taking the free throw here. Gavin Shumway headed onto the bench now. It looks like it'll be Jet Longwell headed onto the court now. Or no, he is on. Sorry, Jet Longwell is getting ready to check in, but his brother McCoy is already checked in. So it looks like a foul there. It'll go back to Thermopolis. Jeffries will inbound it here for the Bobcats. Simmerall with the ball now, moving left side, giving off to Dale Dukes. Good arm there by Dukes, getting that catch there. I mean, he does play wide receiver for the football team, so I'm not surprised. Simmerall looking for a man to give it to, dribbling left. Giving off now to McCoy Longwell. Give it off to his brother, give it off to Dale Dukes. That's in! And a foul in the process for the Panthers. (47-61) here. Bobcats do still have a legitimate shot to win. They just got to really, really outscore Powell in this quarter. Jordan and Hyde headed off for the Panthers. I'm not sure who's in for Powell. Duke's shot is up. It's good. And that one had a pretty good angle to it, I guess. So I knew that one was going to go in just based off how he shot that. Dale is just an all-around great athlete. Up top, Powell driving inside the paint, knocks down Dukes. Tried to draw the foul there. Doesn't get a blocking foul in the process, thankfully. That one will be a blocking foul. And Dale Dukes, unfortunately, thought he could try to draw the charge. Unfortunately, he ends up getting the blocking foul. And that will draw Thermopolis one foul away from the bonus here in the fourth quarter. That's pretty good discipline up to this point. Takes the jump shot from the key. It's good. Great shot there by the Panthers. On the wing, Jeffries trying to get his way out. And we have a timeout by the Bobcats, so do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats. The Powell Panthers taking on the Bobcats in this 2022, I'd like to say 2022 state playoff rematch. But the Bobcats trailing here, I'd say by about, I think it's 15 points, yeah. But we're back on our way. The Bobcats have the ball, and they've lost it. Bringing it back down, and it is in for the 23 of Jet Schwan. And Bobcats not wasting any time getting back on the zone or here on the end. Looks to pass left side. Takes the shot from three. That one's no good. We got a push foul here. I think it's on Thermopolis. We also got, I think that's Longwell tying his shoe, but we do have a bonus now. Thermopolis has 7 fouls. Powell will get 1 and 1. So that is free throws coming up. Jeffrey's coming off the floor. Gavin Shumway is going to be headed onto the floor now for the Bobcats. Still got on the floor, you got Shumway, Cole, McCoy, Longwell. You also have, Corbin Simmerall, and you also got Dukes on the floor for the Bobcats. So that's your 5. Out of bounds off of the 2 of Longwell. And had to stop his momentum by running into the stands. I'm going to start calling him Little Ron Artest if that happens again. So this time he's not trying to start a fight with a fan, though, at least. He's running up into the stand, but he's not going to start a fight. A foul on the way up. That'll be the 8th foul for the Bobcats. So more free throws coming up. I think that is the 3rd foul for Del Duke, so he's getting into a little bit of foul trouble here. Jet Schwan will be taking the free throws. First one's up, and it's no good. Thank you. I don't have to. Oh, well, I do have to bend down because it is 66-48, not 65. You know what? I probably should have just had the camera focus on the scoreboard, but you know what? It's whatever. I'm not going to get 2 cameras. 67-48. The Bobcats bringing it back up the court now. 6 minutes to go. Shots up. It's good for McCoy Longwell. And that'll make it 50-67. On the near side. I think that is Lewis. We haven't seen much action from him in the second half. Driving on the left side, giving it underneath the basket. It's a foul on the way up, and it's good. Don't score anymore, Powell. 69. 19-point deficit here. About to be 20 points if he knocks down this free throw. 6 minutes exactly to go in the game. Foul is charged to McCoy Longwell. That's his 4th foul of the game. One more and he's disqualified. Second chance point on its way. It's good. 71-50 here. Longwell, and stole it away again. And this one will roll out of bounds. It'll stay with Powell, but stopping the run on that one. 5:38 to go here in the 4th. Back up top near the volleyball attack line. Takes the jump shot from mid-range. No good. And we have a foul. I think it might have been an over-the-back foul on Powell, but I can't quite confirm that. I think it was over the back, but either way, that is Trey Stenerson with his 3rd foul of the game and the Powell Panthers' 3rd team foul of the half. Bobcats getting us started once again here. 71-50. Fight for the ball in the backcourt. Shumway getting away from it, passing. Giving it off now to Cord Simmerall for 3. No good. There'll be a cat fight for the ball and almost breaks his leg in the process. A jump ball as Marshall Lewis and Jet Longwell try to go for the ball. Marshall Lewis been a really tough competitor here in tonight's game. I think he's been in the midst of a lot of jump balls tonight and knocks down a man in the process. And a foul on the Panthers. That is a personal foul there on the floor of Brock Johnson, his 1st foul of the game. And it's a Panther timeout, 30 seconds. We'll be right back. You're watching Bobcat basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. We'll be right back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School. Thermopolis Bobcats trail by 21 here in the conference opener. We are watching 3A West basketball on Two Basin Sports Network. Jet Longwell driving inside the paint. Shots up, it is no good. Basket will not count either way. It's a blocking foul on the ground, and it will be Powell's 5th foul of the half. It is going to be the 23 of Jet Schwann getting his 2nd foul of the game. Free throws coming up now for Jet Longwell. First one on its way. It's no good. Shot on its way. That one's no good. Misses both free throws. And tried to go for the rebound, but is unsuccessful. And it will go out of bounds. So Jet Longwell, fortunately, just not had a pretty good run on that one, but he has had a pretty solid game tonight, all things considered. Passes now. Dribbles. Almost loses control of the ball. Great control by Gunnar Erickson. And a foul on the way up, so that's going to be Brock Johnson going to be getting some free throw shots here potentially. So Shumway with the foul here. 10 fouls on the board for Thermopolis. Double-digit fouls. So that'll be double bonus here for the Panthers. Shot on its way, it's no good. Double bonus means that if a foul occurs, or if Thermopolis gets another foul, Powell will be taking both free throws regardless of what kind of foul it is. So do keep that in mind. Thermopolis bringing it back down court, 72-50. Ball up top. Driving inside. Kicking it back out to Shumway for 3. Good! And no foul. No foul, but that could have been a 4-point chance had the referee called that. I think Shumway was probably trying to sell it anyway, but like inside shot, it's going to be good off of the number 23. I think that's Jet Schwann. Shots up for Simmerall. Long 3 is no good, and it's rebounded. Inside shot, it's no good, and a foul, but it's going to be a foul on the Panthers. It's going back to Thermopolis. 4 minutes to go, halfway through the 4th quarter. And a foul committed by Trey Stenerson, his 4th foul of the game. One more, he is disqualified. And here comes McCoy Longwell, passing it off now to Simmerall. Corbin Simmerall moving right side, now moving left, gives it off to Cord Simmerall. Inside shot, foul on the way up. And the shot is missed. So Powell now gets Thermopolis into a bonus. And number 10, Stenerson, has fouled out of the game. And coming out of the game will be number 3, Marshall Lewis. He is not disqualified, but I think the coach just wants to sit him down for a little bit to avoid any other fouls here. Shot on its way. It rattles around the rim, and it's good for Cord Simmerall. Reduces the lead down to 20. Thermopolis here trying to get a couple more pride points here. Second shot is good. Powell is really getting pressed in their own end here. Thermopolis they've been going with the press defense, but they have not been preventing scores off of it. Shot is up and it's good. See, that's what I was telling you about. Sometimes a team can read through the press. They can muscle through it. So if that's the case, lay off the press. Don't press. Just don't press every single time. Maybe press after a basket or occasionally, but don't press too often. Bobcats do call a timeout after the score. We'll be right back. A 60-second timeout is in the works here. We'll be right back. Welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School. Fourth quarter here. And double bonus for Thermopolis and a bonus for Powell. 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go in tonight's game. Thermopolis has one timeout remaining, to the best of my knowledge. So on the floor now for the Panthers, you got Erickson, Hyde, Jordan, Johnson, and turn around, bud. Cade Queen also back on the court. Shots up, and it's good for Powell. Not to score 80 here. Stoppage play. We got a bloody nose. Oh, Lord. Potentially, we have a bloody nose here for number 20, Jace Hyde. This happened a couple times to a lot of JV players last season. We got one checking in substitution here for Powell. Darren Daramidi is going to go take care of him real quick, but unfortunately, that's a common injury in basketball. A lot of people, you're going up for the rebound, and you're going to end up getting your nose broke. It just happens. So I'm not really surprised that we have, the Bobcats were played with that last season. We had a lot of people go down on JV with broken noses, JV players that also played varsity. Shots up for three, it's no good. Seminole had a really good shot selection, but unfortunately just did not go in. A foul, it looks like a reach-in foul for Thermopolis. It'll be the 11th foul. So because of the double bonus, he will be shooting two. That is going to be Brock Johnson shooting the free throws here. Shots up, and it is good. I thought that one was going to be missed. It just kept rolling around in the rim, but nope, he made it. Shots up, no good that time. Shumway bringing it down the near side of the court. And falls to the floor. Powell bringing it back up the court. And Jordan, saves the ball. Great job there. Gunnar Erickson giving off now to Lewis. Marshall Lewis now giving it back to Erickson. Erickson to Johnson. Johnson in between the legs. Giving it off to Lewis. Erickson. Erickson moving inside the paint here. It's up, and it is no foul, no good. Jordan on the offensive rebound, and the second chance point. Great job. That's all I got to say. Jordan's been a spectacular player. Shots up, it's no good. Gives it off now to Marshall Lewis on the far side, giving it off back to Brock Johnson. Bounce pass now to Marshall Lewis. Lewis back to Johnson. Johnson dribbling left, 1:30 on the clock here. They're just going to try and waste time here. Driving inside, spins, gives it back out to, what's-his-face? Gunnar Erickson. There's no shot clock in Wyoming High School Activity Association basketball. This is not like Minnesota or California where they do have a shot clock, so they can literally they can hold on to the ball as long as they want. There's still 1:13 to go, but they can hold on to the ball for the rest of that time if they so please. Which I personally think there should be a shot clock in high school basketball, but this is the reason why, because they just keep. There's really not much action down there on the court once they start winding down the clock. We do have a timeout called here. No, we don't have a timeout. My bad. We just have a mass substitution. So not a timeout. My apologies. Just a mass substitution. They got they had 5 subs for each team. Heading out onto the court will be number 20, Jace Hyde. I think that's the guy that had the broken nose. So if that is him, I don't think it is. I don't see any red on his face. No, it is a timeout. So it wasn't a mass substitution. It was a timeout. Thing is, I don't know on who. I think it was Thermopolis using their last timeout. Yeah, it was. No more timeouts remain for the Bobcats. 55 seconds, stolen away by the Panthers. Drives up and it's in, and it's good for the Panthers, 85-57. Dribbles left. Gives it out to Delmonico Dukes here. Dukes passing it back to Jeffries, driving inside. Getting it back out to, I think that's Will Cole, and he misses the three-point shot. My bad, that is Canyon Gerber. Oh, his brother Kevin's over there calling the game for YO today, so I'm going to get my butt beat if he finds this live stream for calling his son Will. Stolen away by Dale Dukes on the transition. He'll get it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of this game. The Bobcats, unfortunately, will fall to 3-10. Powell Panthers will improve to 6-3 because of this game. Next week we'll be on the air as the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Whirland Warriors. They'll be coming here to Thermopolis. It's a rivalry game. You will not want to miss that right here on T-Basin Sports Network. They will also be streaming over there on yotoday.com. So you have a couple of choices for broadcasts over there. 85-59 is your final score here as the Thermopolis Bobcats fall to the Powell Panthers. Unfortunately, not able to avenge for that state playoff loss last season. But we thank you, everybody, for watching tonight's broadcast of the girls and boys basketball teams. The Powell Panthers beat the Thermopolis Bobcats 85-59.